Hey, it's Janelle Waz, and welcome back to another episode of Waz Reviews. Just arrived from the Delta Quadrant, the USS Voyager. I've been collecting Star Trek DVDs for a little over a year now, and though Star Trek Voyager isn't my favorite Star Trek show, I always wanted to get it on DVD. So, now that I finally own it, let's talk about it. The collection I'm reviewing is the 2020 re-release of the 2017 DVD release of Star Trek Voyager The Complete Series. From what I understand, the collections are roughly the same with only some minor packaging differences. I picked up the 2020 version mainly because it was on sale at Amazon. And here's what I received in the mail. Let's wreck the resale value on this thing, shall we? Alright, let's see what we've got.
Set a new course. There's coffee in that nebula.
As with the other sets, a cardboard box surrounds the DVD cases. The front of the box features Captain Janeway with her short hair from the later seasons, standing cross-armed and looking in charge, with text in front of her that reads Star Trek Voyager in white and the Complete Series in red. The background is... I'm not entirely sure. Maybe a close-up shot of the underside of Voyager? You decide. Either way, this is a pretty solid design. Janeway stands out, and the box isn't completely gray, which was a big complaint I had with the 2020 Next Gen set I reviewed. However, unlike the 2017 DS9 set that I reviewed last year, this box is not embossed. It was nice to see it on the DS9 box, and I would have liked to have seen it here as well, but this set looks pretty good even without it. Turning the box over, we see the title Star Trek Voyager The Complete Series above a picture of the USS Voyager making its way through the Delta Quadrant. There's a little bit of gradient across the image, with the left side being a little bit warmer and the right side being a little bit cooler. I like this. This isn't a straight up gray box, and it makes the picture a little more interesting. Flipping over to the back, we have a picture of Captain Janeway, again with her short hair, and fan favorite 7 of 9 in her blue jumpsuit. Both ladies are vibrant and stand out. They appear to be... somewhere? I'm not sure if this is supposed to be 7's cargo bay or somewhere else on Voyager. If anyone has a better idea of where they're supposed to be, please leave a comment and let me know. And of course, a little summary is given on the back. Star Trek Voyager broke new ground, being the first and only Star Trek TV series with a female captain.
I beg your pardon.
Alright, I know what it's trying to say, that Janeway was the first female leading captain of a Star Trek show. But female captains, even admirals, have been seen in Star Trek before, both on Next Gen and DS9, heck, even as far back as Star Trek 4. Again, I get what they're trying to say, but it should have been phrased better.
Ma'am is acceptable in a crunch, but I prefer Captain.
Now you can relive the adventures of Captain Catherine Janeway and the crew of the USS Voyager as they embark on a 75-year journey back to Earth. Enjoy all 7 seasons across 47 DVDs with special features. There's also a partial list of special features included in the back, and there's definitely some interesting goodies for any Voyager fan. The only major complaint I have for the back of the box is that I would have loved to have seen the rest of the Voyager crew on the back. Don't get me wrong, I like Janeway and 7, but having the entire ensemble would have been great, amazing even. Still, I'm pleased with the design of this box. Turning the box again, we have the DVD cases. Now here's a major difference between the 2017 release and the 2020 release. The earlier sets, case in point the 2017 DS9 set, divided the DVDs into 3 cases. This set, on the other hand, divides the discs into 2 cases, 1 to 4 and 5 to 7. The case spines together form a picture of a moon, which is a nice detail that I like. It makes the cases look more interesting than just a flat color or design. Alright, let's slide the DVDs out. And no, the inside of the box does not have a picture inside like the DS9 box set. It's not a big deal, but it's very apparent you're looking at a regular cardboard box. And here we have the DVD cases side by side. The Seasons 1 to 4 case features Captain Janeway and Tuvok, while Seasons 5 to 7 features Janeway and B'Elanna Torres. Again, I would have liked to have seen more of Voyager's crew featured in the set's packaging. Have Chakotay on one of the boxes, he's the first officer! But I'm getting off track here, let's talk the DVD cases. I'm not a big fan of how they look. For one thing, both cases have dark coloring, not the vibrancy of the outer box. Additionally, the Photoshop job on both cases isn't great. In the first case, the lighting makes Janeway's hair look dark, which blends into the space background, so she ends up looking bald. There's also some weird blending going on with Tuvok, with part of the galaxy behind him covering part of his neck like a cloud. However, Seasons 5 to 7 fares better. Janeway doesn't look bald, and B'Elanna doesn't have weird blending issues going on, so Seasons 5 to 7 looks a little bit better. However, the backs of both cases look great. The journey to Earth begins. The journey ends. Boy, that escalated quickly. The synopses give pretty good overviews of the shows, though the synopsis for Seasons 1 to 4 basically covers everything in the pilot Caretaker. There are also hexagons on the back featuring scenes from those seasons like 7 of 9 as a Borg, Siska and not Chakotay's son, Michael Jonas trying to rub out Neelix, Janeway hanging out with Leonardo da Vinci, a scene in sickbay, the episode Timeless, I think, and 7 of 9 and the Borg Queen. And of course, there's a partial list of special features on the back of these boxes. I would have liked to have seen a complete list of special features somewhere in this set and where to find them, but you'll have to do a little digging to find a specific one you want to watch. Alright, enough about the cases. Let's crack open one and see those discs. And the DVDs are stacked. Again. For some reason, the post-2017 DVD sets stack the DVDs. The 2017 DS9 DVD set only stacked one disc on top of another. In the 2020 Next Gen set, they're stacked 2 on top of 2, which was extremely annoying. But you want to know what's even more annoying? 3 discs stacked on top of each other. That's right, if I want to get to, I don't know, Season 1, Disc 4, I have to take out Discs 1, 2, and 3 before I get to Disc 4. And if I want to get to Season 2, Disc 1, I would have to take out Season 1, Discs 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 before I get to Season 2, Disc 1. Like, who thought this was a good idea?
I didn't notice the little box on my chair.
Luckily, this is the only place where this happens in this set. The rest are stacked 2 by 2. Except when you get to the last 3 discs, where those discs have their own slot. Still stacked, but they have their own slot. This is a very strangely organized set. On the plus side, I didn't have nearly as hard of a time removing the discs from the case as I did with the Next Gen set. I wasn't all that worried about breaking these discs, so the set has that going for it.
So I got that going for me, which is nice.
There are 47 discs across this entire set, and the discs are, once again, gray.
You'll find the predominant color to be gray.
On each disc is the title of the show, the season, the disc number, and look at this! The episode titles are on the disc! This is exactly what I want! And it's a good thing too, because they're not listed anywhere else in this set. Probably would have been nice to have a list of what episodes are on what disc, but I can live with this. Alright, let's talk about the DVDs themselves. After all, that's what I bought the set for. Yeah, these look like reprints of early 2000s DVDs, alright. Let's start with the good. I do like the shots of Voyager coming in at different angles, and depending on what season you pick, you could be looking at additional shots of Voyager or the Delta Flyer. I even like the smooth transitions between pages in the DVD menus, with different areas expanding as it transitions to a new screen. Even the episode menus themselves have an interesting design using diagrams of the ships and labeled sections, though admittedly it's occasionally confusing what button to press to go where I want. The downside? I really wish the episodes had a preview of the episode on the main menu, or if not that, some animation to make the menu look more interesting. I love the menus for the next-gen discs incorporating LCARs and showing a little preview of the episode. The DS9 DVDs didn't have the preview, but the shots of the station with an overlay of the station's Cardassian computer interface made the menu look interesting. This is just a static picture. I mean, it still looks nice, but this was from a time where people were doing really interesting things with DVD menus. This just doesn't look all that interesting by comparison. But whatever, how do the episodes look? That's what's important. And you know what? They look pretty good. Granted, it's standard definition because it's DVD, but this is how I expect Voyager to look. Of course, there's nothing to really compare it to since Voyager hasn't been remastered, but it looks good. I'm satisfied. Special features are located on the last disc of each season. The Special Features menu features a model of Voyager and different labels for the various features, as well as some unlabeled hidden features that you can find on the different parts of the ship, usually featuring bite-sized behind-the-scenes interviews about the episodes. Time Capsule Features focuses on one character and have behind-the-scenes clips and interviews with the actors. They're nice to listen to because you can get insight into how the characters were developed, how the actors auditioned for the role, and what getting ready in the morning looked like.
I had this conversation with my friend later that night, and she says, no, you're reading the wrong part. You got to read for Neelix. Neelix is like the great character part in the show. So I read the script, and I liked Neelix a lot. I thought it was very funny.
Braving the Unknown in each season is a little documentary about the season in question. It's a great way to see what the writers had in mind for that season and what was going on in Trek at the time.
I think what we did in the second season of Voyager was begin to take creative risks.
There is, of course, also a documentary about the finale Endgame called Coming Home, the final episode. A lot of it is the cast reminiscing about the show and the making of Endgame. It's emotional, it's interesting, and it's a nice way to finish off the DVD set.
It's a hard thing to wrap your mind around when things that have been a part of your life for so long are really coming to an end.
And that's Star Trek Voyager The Complete Series DVD set. So, how would I grade it? Appearance gets a B+ from me. There are things I really like about how the set looks, and there are things I'm not all that crazy about. I like how the outside of the box features vibrant colors and muted backgrounds, but the DVD cases themselves are dark and weirdly photoshopped. I like the back of the DVD cases, which had better coloring, but then open the case to a whole lot of gray. What is with newer Trek DVD sets and the color gray? But the episode titles are on the discs, so yay! Packaging is a B+. The cases are sturdy, and I don't feel like they're going to come apart, so that's good. The case pages are secured in the box, unlike the 2017 DS9 set, but the discs are easily removable, unlike the 2020 Next Gen DVD set. So, it's alright. Disc organization, on the other hand, is a D. I don't know how it's possible, but the DVDs are organized even worse than the Next Gen set. Stacking 3 discs? Really? And then the last 3 discs of the set get their own slot? Who designed this? These DVDs are definitely going in my DVD wallet. DVD content is very solid and gets an A- from me. The episodes look good, and there's a lot of goodies for Voyager fans craving behind-the-scenes featurettes. Yeah, the DVDs are reprints, and the menus could have had a little more animation so they look less static, but I can live with this. Overall, I'd give this set a B+. It does some things better than the post-2017 complete sets that I've reviewed, but it still has its flaws. The thing that's important, though, is the DVD content, and it's pretty good. I'm happy with the DVDs. Could this have been a nicer set for the price? Yes. But do I have a show that I wanted on DVD now? Also yes, and I'm satisfied. If you're looking to get Voyager on DVD and aren't worried about how the set looks or how the discs are stacked, this is a satisfactory set. But now what do you think? Do you own this Star Trek Voyager DVD set? Do you love it? Do you hate it? How would you have improved this set? And what are some of your favorite Star Trek DVD sets? Please leave comments below and discuss. As always, thanks for tuning in to another episode of Waz Reviews. If you like what you see, why not give my video a like and subscribe to my channel? Tell your friends! Until next time,
Get the cheese to sick bay.